do now is, I think, take a few decisions about what we're going to do. I've got with me the last bit of the first act, which I hadn't written or done last week, so I'll just take us up to the interval. So I'm going to whack out half a dozen scripts and just read them like we did last week, and then we'll talk about where we go from there, about planning the next stages and so on and so forth, okay? Right, so I'll get that. The coward run away, off to the magic forest. It will make sense to you, those who weren't here last week. The cows run away to the magic forest. Studs and Cinderella with Jack and Cucumber Man, and deciding what they're going to do. Jack sold the cow, so they decide that they're going to go up to the magic forest to help Jack retrieve the cow, but they don't know the way to the magic forest or anything like that. So what we'll do is we'll just read the lines that we did last week, like sort of first line. So you do the first character, you pick up the second, and we won't concern ourselves about the gender of the characters, just anyway, okay? Right.
Okay. Well, it's not exactly the same, but I'm sure we'll find a use for it.
You boys and your gadgets, you all seem so keen to use them. Have you got one down your trails as well, Jack?
I thought so. 3 boys' gadgets. I wouldn't know where to put them on.
There can be no indecision for a superhero. There's only one choice to make. Camilla must be rescued.
But where will we start, Cucumber Man?
Without a challenge, life is nothing. I must use my mystic powers.
Perhaps we should just ask the audience.
Down to me again, I suppose. Every time the budget's tight, there's a bit of a problem.
So,
What's all this?
So as Todger's talking, the lighting changes. The market fades down, while cinders and so on are tightly illuminated. The fairy godmother appears on stage, accompanied by the sound of bagpipes, clinking glasses and bottles pouring.
Just a minute, stop there. What's going on? It's in the script, babe. What is? It says here, fairy godmother appears to sound the bells. Bells? If I was to say pussy in the well, would that mean anything to you? Well, I think it'd be a bit of a waste, but can we just have a different kind of bells, please? It's your show.
Right, so the sound of an alarm clock and the fairy godmother appears, holding her wand and a glass of wine.
At last, my friends, I can appear to save the day and bring good cheer. I'm Cinder's fairy, her own godmother, a helping hand except no other. Though compromised by certain factors, I'll not bring smoke like other actors. I have an educated mind, though it's true I like a glass of wine. And if the action's ever tense, I can be dodged by flatulence. But now there's more to say for us guide you on your way. We go where love and fortune lie, where trees and leaves blot out the sky. So I'll support you on your quest and take you to the magic forest.
I must follow her, find out who she is. I'm sure she went this way.
But Saya, that's the way to the magic forest.
Well, what do you think of that, Fanny?
Hang on. Then that's the way we must go, said the prince. And so they go and the ugly sisters step forward.
Is that me now?
Yeah.
What do you think of that, Fanny?
Which Fanny?
What the prince said about seeing no one attractive.
Well, we were there in front of him.
Exactly. You know what I think?
What?
He was too busy. He didn't see us.
It's the only answer.
So there's only one thing to do.
What's
We'll
that?
have to follow him, make sure he sees us.
Into the magic forest?
Exactly. We owe it to ourselves. Come on.
So that's the ugly sisters off into the magic forest. And as they go off, Dame Trot comes on.
Do you know I've had such a busy day? I've got a little behind.
Not for me, you've not.
I was at the doctor's earlier, and I got a strawberry stuck on my bum. Still, he's given me some cream for it. It's Jack, It's Jack I'm looking for. I want to know if he's sold Camilla. We need the money, especially now that food's gone up to £12 a bottle. I don't suppose you've seen Jack, have you? Oh, you have?
Yes, we have. He's over there. Yes.
Oh, that's marvellous. Which way did he go?
Oh, he went that way.
Oh, that's the magic forest. All sorts of magical things can happen there. Right, so better be off. I'll see you later. Bye.
Gosh, that was lucky. Right, here we go. How many days in a year?
365.
I assume last year was a leap year.
366.
Did I get myself a man?
I think I might get
Just like because I've got this in my hand.
What's that?
I know.
It feels strange.
Don't say that, Cinderella. You know how sad it makes me.
But it's true. Ever since my mother died, my stepfather, Baron Hardip, has made me do all of the housework and my two stepsisters.
But I can't. I've got to make some scones.
Oh, I'm no good at scones, but our Fanny's taste lovely.
I just want to be different, Studs. I'm sick of being a cleaner and a skimmer.
I know exactly what you mean, Cinders. I want something different.
Well, there's a man back there, third row. I reckon he'd be up for it.
Do you mind?
He said we should use our intelligence and our experience. Careful. Exactly. Neither has our boss.
Oh, Studs, I'm so unhappy.
Don't say that, Cinderella. You know how it saddens me.
Oh, but it's true. Ever since my mother died, my stepfather, Baron Hardip, has made me do all of the housework, and my two stepsisters.
Well, Warrington truth rather ugly though. Cinderella would never say such a thing.
My two stepsisters can be very cruel and just stand by and mock me while I'm forced to fill in a storyline with ridiculously contrived speeches, like this one.
But you know that I love you, Cinders.
I know you do, Studs, but it can't be pleasurable for you to see me in such a position.
Oh, gentlemen, what a shock. What can you possibly want from me?
Rent.
Rent, but...
You're the only person in the village who hasn't paid.
But, gentlemen, I have nothing. I shall be destitute.
Listen, love. We don't care how you earn your money.
How dare you? I said destitute. I could never sell myself.
Can't be that many to buy.
Well, Studs, what are we doing here?
Well, Cinderella, you're supposed to be buying a bottle for your stepsisters.
I know why I'm here, but what made you come?
Well, about an hour ago in the kitchen, you were bending over.
Oh, Studs, I know what happened in the kitchen.
Do you? Not been a stain, is it?
What I mean is, what is it that makes you come?
You do Cinderella all the time.
Oh, Studs, what a lovely thing to say. That's your shipping. You're not cold, are you?
What exactly?
Oh, Studs, I'm so unhappy.
Don't say that, Cinderella. You know how sad it makes me.
But it's true. Ever since my mother died. My stepfather, Baron Hardip, has made me do all the housework, and my two stepsisters.
Faith, in truth, rather ugly. Though Cinderella never say such a thing.
My two stepsisters can be very cruel. Stand by and mock me while I'm forced to fill the storyline with ridiculously contrived speeches like this one.
But you know I love you, Cinders.
I know that, Studs, but surely it gives you no pleasure to see me in this position. Oh, Studs, you are so sensitive. It's all my fault.
You do make it very hard for me, Cinders.
Do I, Studs? I'm so sorry. If only I could give you a hand.
That'd be very nice, but mine gets into a very sticky situation.
Come now, Studs.
Look, I know you're not really bad boys. In fact, you're both quite responsible, married, family men. You help yourselves to a cup of tea, and I'll just pop outside and have a word with my neighbour.
Oh my goodness, Fanny! What a night I had! Oh, got yourself a man, did you, Titania? Did I get myself a man?
Did you?
That's what I've just asked. Well, did you? That's a bit of a personal question. Did you get a man, I mean? Don't I always get a man? I know you do, but when I last saw you, you were surrounded by 6 men and you couldn't decide. That's right, I couldn't. So what did you do? The only thing one could do in the end, I'm counting calories at the moment, so I decided to skip any order. It might even rain. It's a good job you got a little umbrella in your pocket.
It's not that small. It gets much bigger when you brittle.
So we can both
Cinders is designed for that. If you want, I'll get it out later and you can put it up.
If you're sure you don't mind.
Cinders, it will be my pleasure.
You're so kind. You really think about me, don't you? But you haven't answered my question.
Which one was that?
The one about being here. Why?
I don't think I understand, Cinders.
I'm not sure I do, Studs. I just don't feel right sometimes. I feel strange. Do you ever feel strange, Studs?
Oh, this came over a little quick. All right, thank you. Gentlemen, I need the money.
Just get on with it, will you?
That's what he said. Who's spying on me?
For heaven's sake, he's got his thing out. What was it like?
It was gruesome.
So what did you do?
I grabbed hold of it and it grew some more.
Yoo-hoo, Carol! There you are.
All right, have your fun. I can rise above it. I'm an artist. Granted a piss artist for the most part, but nevertheless.
Oh, Carol, thank goodness I found you. I've got 3 vowels and 4 consonants.
Oh, Dame Trot, that's terrible. Oh, my goodness. No, ladies and gentlemen, just imagine, she's in blue rot. How can this be? A respectable old slapper like you in blue rot? It's just terrible. How did it happen? What can we do? We'll have to...
Carol, it's not blue rot.
Oh, I see. Trouble. Oh, well, that's terrible. What kind of trouble?
3 consonants and a vowel.
Oh, my goodness, ladies and gentlemen. It's awful. She's in shit, ladies and gentlemen. My goodness.
Well, you know, I was with the big fella.
Oh, Tate, you mean that one with the bulge?
Muscles, that's right. Well, I went back to his flat.
You didn't.
Are you calling me a liar?
Of course not, I just meant you didn't.
Then you're doing it again.
Just tell me, will you?
Well, we had Harvey got through the door and he was, and he got his thing out.
You didn't.
You're doing it again.
Just get on with it, will you?
That's what he said. Have you been spying?
For heaven's sake, he got his thing out. What was it like?
It was gruesome.
So what did you do?
I grabbed hold of it and I grew some more.
Was he very passionate?
I had to beat him up.
Now then, settle down. Look who's here.
Oh my goodness, it's the Virgin Queen with the rampant rabbit.
What's all this? Cinders and today's undress.
I mean, what do I bring to the plot? Granted, even at an early stage, the quality of the sexual innuendo has been high. But let's be honest. Who would like to be seen as the... It goes on a bit. Who would like to be seen as the only outlet for the unresolved sexual tension of a group of, well, frankly, shabby people who only came because the tickets were cheap and were at best grudging when you have to buy a raffle ticket for a lovely bottle of leaf round milk, and some ice cream at the interval? Then Todger says some stuff. I want to change the world, Cinders. I want to breathe the clean, fresh air of the freedom of the world where we're all equal. I want to walk in the mountains. I want to stand and see the peaks bathe in the golden glow of sunrise. That's what I want. I want to stand naked between the crystal torrents of a waterfall and wash away the tawdry realities of banal existence. I want a life less ordinary. I want to swim with dolphins.
Oh, you've got shopping to do.
Well, that's why I clean it up tomorrow.
That's right, after all. You are in the shit.
I need help, Carol. My domestic finances have got out of control and I need help with the figures.
Well, you've come to the right place. I'm a bit of a whiz with numbers. Let me see. I'll just find you 4 little ones and a big one.
Well, I'm not sure about the little ones, but the big one might take my mind off our problems.
You're doing it again.
Of course we're doing it again. It's the pantomime.
Oh, no, it isn't.
Oh, yes it is.
That's enough. Can we get back to the script?
You'd give me something, wouldn't you, Studs?
As often as I could, Cinders.
But I wouldn't want it.
Please give it a try.
I want to do something worthwhile. I want a job where I can smear my fingers and my arm in lubricant.
Cinders, you're talking my language.